Hello friends, today's video is entitled A Hero Faces a Three-Level Challenge. So all of us face challenges right from the very time we are babies. And here's one little hero who met a challenge face on with his family cheering him on.
The time starts now. Wait, ready, Danny? Ready? All set? Yeah, go. The time starts now.
3, 2, 1, go! 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18.
Yay!
From 1 to 8.
Good job, Danny. Your boss.
I count.
Yay!
Every hero faces mighty challenges before he can achieve his goal, slaying dragons or climbing mighty mountains. So, or like Harry Potter and his friends who are trying to reach the stone of eternal life, they had to face a three-headed dog, a plant that strangled its victims, catch a flying key, and finally enter a magical mirror, and all to get this stone of eternal life. The challenges make us stronger, and we discover that we can do things we could never do before. Today's gospel is very much like the video we saw. We see someone facing a tough three-level challenge and getting the prize and applause. A little bit of background about the drama. The woman facing the challenge was a Canaanite woman. The Canaanites were descendants of Noah, and they were historical enemies of the Jews. The Jews also considered them unclean because they were not allowed to, they ate food which was unclean. Now, Jesus very rarely went into Canaanite cities, but this time he seemed to have gone right out of his way and went to this area, the region of Tyre and Sidon. And he had something special he wanted to teach his disciples, to teach all of us. So let's pay attention to the gospel. And as you read, imagine yourself in the place of the woman. How would you feel? How would you behave in her place? That will help us to really understand what the challenge meant. So let's begin. A reading from the Gospel of St. Matthew. Jesus left that place and went away to the district of Tyre and Sidon. Just then a Canaanite woman from that region came out and started shouting, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But he did not answer her at all. And his disciples came and urged him, saying, "Send her away, for she keeps shouting after us." He answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But she came and knelt before him, saying, "Lord, help me." He answered, "It is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." She said, "Yes, Lord. Yet even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." Then Jesus answered her, "Woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And her daughter was healed from that moment. The word of the Lord. So, what did the woman want from Jesus? She wanted her daughter to be freed from a demon. She said, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." And what did Jesus answer her? Nothing. So Jesus didn't say anything. He was just silent. And so the first challenge she had to face was just silence. How would you have felt in her place? Suppose you had asked God for something and you didn't get any reply. Would you feel disappointed or angry, ready to give up? But the woman did not give up. She faced this first challenge. Next, we have the disciples who talked to Jesus. And what did they ask Jesus to do? They said, "Send her away because she keeps shouting after us. She's a nuisance. Just give her what she wants and let her go." And what was Jesus' answer? Did he listen to them? He said, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Now, the woman must have heard this answer, and it seemed to exclude her from God's blessings. So this was another challenge, the feeling that you are excluded. So here we have a very puzzling thing. First puzzle, does Jesus only care about the Jews and no one else? Did he really come only for the Jews? We know that this was not true. But Jesus was saying, "I am the Messiah," which all of you know about, which was the Messiah who was waited for. And my main mission on earth was to save Israel. You know what my work as Messiah is. Do you still believe I will answer you? Now we know actually that Jesus is for all. His kingdom began with the Jews, but later it went out to the whole world through the apostles. Now, what would you have felt in the woman's place if you heard this reply? He's not going to help me. He's a Jew and his work is among Jews, so why would he help me? I'm just an outsider. Just to sidetrack a bit, do you remember another woman of faith who got a similar answer when she asked for something? It's in the Bible. It was Mary at the wedding at Cana. So when she said, "Son, the wine, they need wine, the wine is over," he said, "Woman, what is that to me? My hour has not yet come." But Mary didn't give up, and the Canaanite woman didn't give up. What did she do? She responded with humility. She knelt down in front of Jesus. She came near and she said, "Lord, help me." And what was Jesus' response? He threw another challenge to her. He said, "It's not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." Now here's another challenge. It's saying you don't have a right because I'm sent for the people of Israel. So this is puzzling too. Why would Jesus call this woman a dog? Many people ask that. The answer is he did not call her a dog. Once again, he was talking about his mission. His mission was to the children, the people of Israel. If a father took the children's food and gave it to the dogs, it would not be right, he was saying. So he was not calling her a dog, but he was again talking about Israel and his mission and the way the Jews thought about people who were not of. Now remember, he's also talking to the disciples, he's challenging them. Now, by the way, the word he used for dog was not huon, which is actually a wild dog and considered unclean by Jews, but it was kunerion, which is like a small pet dog. So, what about you? Suppose you were in the woman's place and you heard Jesus saying this, what would your response be? Okay, if you don't want to help me, forget it. I don't want your insults. But instead of giving up, the woman thought and she gave a very smart answer. What did she reply? She said, "Yes, Lord." So she agreed with him. It's not fair. But even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table. She says, it's true I'm not a child of Israel. So she was behaving just like that widow whom Jesus spoke about. Jesus said, be like this widow who just wouldn't give up. And in her heart of hearts, she knew that Jesus did care about her. So whatever challenges came, she would not get sidetracked. She knew that Jesus would do what she asked. That is called faith. And so now we come to the high point of the story. Just like when the little baby managed to reach his challenge and got all the praise. That was my grandson, by the way. Here Jesus praised the woman. What did he say? Maybe what did he shout, I should say? Woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish. So the woman got a hero's reward. Not only did she get what she asked for, which was her daughter being healed and freed, but she was highly praised by Jesus. Only one other time did he say such a thing. Now, all this was for the disciples to see. A lesson for them that a Canaanite, a person whom Jews thought unclean, was actually included and praised and blessed by Jesus. So, friends, what about us? What about you? What did you pick up from this incident? What do you think Jesus is saying to you? Maybe if you are like the disciples, he's telling you, get rid of your idea that you are better than others, that you belong and others don't. My blessings are for anyone who has faith, who firmly believes in me. And maybe he's saying to you, if you're like the Canaanite woman who's been asking for something, keep hoping and keep believing in me. Even when it seems that I'm silent, don't give up. When you feel that I only care for some people and not you, for the holy ones, the religious ones, keep believing in my love. When you feel that you're not good enough, keep asking. I want your faith to grow strong. I want to give you the best. I want to give you eternal life for you and for your loved ones. If you keep believing, one day you will hear me say, well done. Come and take your reward. Just sit in silence and listen to the Lord speaking to you. If you are in a family or sharing group, prayerfully select one person, maybe from your own family, whom you feel needs God's blessing, and pray for him or her with faith. So see you next week, and please do share this video with somebody.